So I have a theory. What if everything is not as sinister as we think it is? What if when we found these old maps and they have the compass flipped where north is south and south is north, it wasn't them actually flipping the compass to try to confuse us. It was the fact that we went through a pole shift. And north did become south and south did become north, but they just didn't tell us about it because a lot of us don't remember. Hear me out. For some reason, I've been really interested in the pole shifts. And to me, a pole shift doesn't seem different than a planet going in retrograde to me. Because a planet going in retrograde means that it was moving forward and then it starts going backwards for a period of time. So if we break this down, if the north is magnetizing you forward and then the pole shifts, that means that south is magnetizing you backwards, or vice versa. So my theory is that we're in a binary with Sirius A. This has already been written about in books, which means that the North Star that we see, which is the brightest star in the sky, we are in like a loop with that star. Think of like figure eight. So we're constantly moving towards it, which I feel like once we get closest to it, that's when we reach our golden age. And then moving away from it, which I feel like when we're moving away is when we reach those dark ages, which are going to be the Iron and the Bronze Age. See, I remember when I made that video and I said Earth has seasons too, like our seasons are spring, summer, winter, fall, whereas Earth seasons are the Iron Age, the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, the Gold Age. Our seasons have to do with the sun cycle around the Earth. What if Earth seasons have to do with Sirius A? And once we get close to Sirius A and we pass it, there's a pole shift because now we need to go from north to south. But we know when the sun is in the sky and it starts to go away from us and then come back, there's a 3-day period where the sun seems like it's sitting still in the sky, but it's not. It's just moving around a curve. And that's what we call like the spring and autumn equinox. That period where for 3 days it kind of sits in the same space in the sky. What if that same thing happens when Earth gets close to Sirius, but instead we go through a void? And maybe this void is the 3 days of darkness they was talking about in the Bible. And those of us who have not learned how to form the Merkaba around our body unconsciously go through this void and our memories are swiped. Because to me, immortality does not have anything to do with you staying in this body forever. For me, it has more to do with you transitioning as energy into whatever form you want to be, however you maintain your memories. Because it seems like everything is constantly going through these waking states and these sleeping states. For example, to me, spring and summer are our awakening periods. That's when we're in the masculine energy. That's when we're most vibrant. Whereas fall and winter are our sleep cycles. Is when we're in purely feminine energy, and that's when we need to rest. The waking or the masculine cycle is our conscious mind, meaning we're the most aware during that time. Whereas the feminine or sleep cycle has more to do with our unconscious mind or sleep stage. And if as above, so below, then that means that everything is going through this waking and sleeping cycle. So to me, immortality has to do with maintaining your memories during these waking and sleep cycles. And the pole shift is just us basically going through that cycle on a macrocosmic level. And those who are awake will maintain their memories because they've built up the electromagnetic field around them that's necessary in order for them to transcend this reality. Whereas those who do not go through that cycle unconsciously and forget their memories. And maybe that's also happening when we pass away as well. Some of us are going through it unconsciously, so we reincarnate. And for those of us who are not going through it unconsciously, meaning we have expanded our consciousness, we are constantly aware and participating in our environment, we get the choice of going somewhere else. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments. I'm gonna go live to talk about this more.